A middle blocker from Oxon Hill, Maryland, number 1, Ronell Jones. Outside hitter from Roland, Texas, number 8, Reagan Cooper. Opposite from Newport Beach, California, number 11, Kendall Kemp. The center from Los Gatos, California, number 12, Tori Stringer. Outside hitter from Germantown, Maryland, number 18, Janisha Moore. Middle blocker from Lexington, Kentucky, number 23, Caitlin Horde. And the libero from Ponce, Puerto Rico, number 3, Valeria Leon. The Fury are coached by Angel Perez.
Women's professional volleyball is headed to town.
It's a chance to play professionally.
The sky's the limit. There are no limits with this sport.
Real pro indoor volleyball.
Female beach volleyball play.
Legacy of volleyball in California and around the world. Tonight is the start of something magical.
Ready or not, here I come. You can't hide. Ready or not, here I come. You can't hide. Ready or not, here I come. You can't
And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's meet your San Diego Mojo. First, the non-starters for tonight's match. A 6-foot even setter from Colorado Springs, Colorado, number 1, August Roski. A 6-foot even outside hitter from Bonsall, California, number 3, Kendra Dalkey. A 6-foot 2-inch middle blocker from Stewartville, Minnesota, number 8, Hannah Tapp. A 6-foot 3-inch outside hitter out of Geneva, Illinois, number 9, Grace Loberg. A 6-foot even outside hitter from Geneva, Italy, number 12, Valeria Papa. 6-foot 5-inch middle blocker from Colorado Springs, Colorado, number 14, Claire Felix. A 5-foot 4-inch libero out of Bayamon, Puerto Rico, number 23, Nomaris Velez. 6-foot 3-inch opposite out of Carlsbad, California, number 30, Morgan Lewis. And a 6-foot 3-inch middle blocker from Fontana, California, number 42, Carson Bacon. Tonight's starting lineup for your Mojo, 6-foot 3-inch, opposite out of Paradise Valley, Arizona, number 4, Willow Johnson. A 6-foot 2-inch middle blocker out of San Jose, California, number 7, Veronica Stone. A 6-foot 3-inch middle blocker from Marysville, Michigan, number 10, Allie Bastianelli. The 5-foot 7-inch setter from Bangkok, Thailand, number 13, Nutsara Tomkom. 6-foot 3-inch outside hitter from Turlock, California, number 16, Lindsay Vanderweide. 6-foot even outside hitter out of Glenwood, Illinois, number 19, Tammy Thomas Ilara. And your libero at 5'7" from Toa Baja, Puerto Rico, number 2, Shara Venegas. The assistant coaches for the Mojo, Dietrich Collins Parker and Brandon Directo, and the head coach of your San Diego Mojo, Taiba Hanif Park.
Well, the stakes are high in this, the home finale for the San Diego Mojo. Tonight, it is win and in for Taiba Hanif Park's team against the Columbus Fury, fighting for their playoff lives. Alongside Brett Loftus, I'm Jay Kerman. We're glad you're with us as the 4th and final Pro Volleyball Federation playoff spot might very well be decided tonight.
Yeah, like you said, Jake, it's pretty simple. The Mojo win, and they move to 500, and, well, they're in the playoffs. And like you said, that's all she wrote. The 4 teams we know we're going to see in Omaha. And for Columbus, backs against the wall. Right now, they're the only team outside looking in that really has a really good shot because they play the Mojo 2 more times, and that's the team they have to hop over.
Both of those Mojo matches are must-wins for Columbus. They do still have a path, regardless of what happens in their match Thursday at Omaha. But winning these 2 matches against San Diego are an absolute must for Angel Perez's team, who came out on the wrong end of 4 exciting sets at home on Saturday against Omaha.
Yeah, I mean, this is a team, Jake, they just started out so well and have had a couple losses, both player-wise and then again game-wise, that have set them back, still away, but it's looking pretty slim.
Back in the starting lineup for San Diego tonight, as you heard from our public address announcer, Nutsara Tomkon, the 38-year-old from Thailand who missed a couple of games this weekend with a little stress fracture in her wrist, but she's been practicing, was named a game-time decision yesterday, and will give it a go. We'll see if she can find that rhythm and flow playing with tape on her wrist. She serves Reagan Cooper to start tonight's match, and that pass results in a free ball. San Diego strikes first with Ali Bastianelli.
Yeah, you mentioned Nutsara with that stress fracture in the wrist. You got to think that's going to come into play at some point. We've obviously seen August Rasky get some playing time. She started those games this weekend. She's even come in relief at times. So it might be a situation where Nutsara could be on a snap count tonight.
She'll try to give it a go. Meanwhile, her counterpart, Tori Stringer, looking for Kendall Kipp there. That's a quick set, and Bastianelli connects again.
Coming right out the gate, Jake, I think the Mojo, they obviously know what's at stake. They're very loose during pregame warm-ups tonight, but this is the biggest game in their young history thus far.
A team that started 1-5 this season. They've gone 9-6 since. Split a pair of matches in Grand Rapids, and how's this for a start? 3 points for Bastianelli.
Yeah, Allie's coming out on fire. Look at that, right back where it came from. A lot of energy from this Mojo team right now, too.
That was the 50th block this season for Bastianelli. Even more impressive is the fact that she did it missing matches with 2 separate knee issues early in the season. Thomas Ilara dug by Janasia Moore. Kipp is roofed. 4-0 San Diego.
Not much more you can say. I mean, San Diego just coming out playing on fire right now. And Ali Bastianelli is everywhere.
Had 10 blocks in the win Saturday at Van Andel Arena in Grand Rapids, a Pro Volleyball Federation record. As Vanderweide digs and Willow Johnson swings cross court. Kendall Kipp was ready for it. And Venegas answers the Cooper swing. Thomas Ilara off the high hands of Kipp, gets it back at the left pin and strikes.
Well, you got Nutsara at the line, and Timmy short-handed as usual. Splitting it right through the block.
A dream start for San Diego has Columbus on their heels early. Timeout on Angel Perez. Willow Johnson. This is her home debut. Made her debut at Omaha Saturday. 9 kills on 33 swings. Willow Johnson rockets one off the left arm. How about that southpaw strike? A little bit reminiscent of Dad out there on the mound. Willow Johnson gives San Diego a look at 7 set points for the match. Willow Johnson gets it done.
Looking like a baddie, I show up and make them stop. Wanna know my name so badly, cause I run this whole block.
Gear up with the official Pro Collection apparel today. Available exclusively at renathletics.com and provolleyballshop.com.
It's Pro Time, Nebraska. The Omaha Supernovas, your Major League Volleyball team, are hitting the court.
Jake Herman and Brett Loftus just getting started here in San Diego, the final home match of the season for the Mojo. They have won 6 of their last 9 here at Viejas Arena on the campus of San Diego State University. Tomcom with an ace. Well, we weren't sure if Nutsara Tomcom was going to give it a go tonight. Hurt her wrist going after a defensive ball late in the win Monday over Orlando. But she is tough. And Taiba Hanif Park said as much, and Tomcom is proven as much.
What about the little dance after the ace? Get to see that on back-to-back plays. You gotta love that for the Mojo.
Can she make it 3 in a row? Not quite, thanks to Kendall Kipp.
Yeah, they needed something there badly. Again, Columbus, we talked about it. They've had a lot of overturn of their roster this year, trying to find one cohesive group, Jake. And again, still looking for that here as they've gotten down to the later part of the season.
More on that in just a moment as Bastianelli commits the error. It's a Columbus team that has had the roster turnover like you mentioned. They've had players in and out of their lineup, including tonight, the absence of their team captain, Megan Courtney Lush, who's out with a knee injury she picked up in set 4 on Saturday. Willow Johnson wide of the left sideline, 7-3. The MRI clean for Courtney Lush, but she's not available here tonight.
Yeah, obviously not good, but what is good is having Raynell Jones on the service line right now.
Trying to will the Fury back into this set, which Columbus didn't want to have to say this early. Matter of fact, they've started strong in each of the first 2 matches with San Diego this season, winning the first set both times. However, the Mojo victorious in both of the previous meetings this season. Venegas digs the Caitlin Horde swing and sets up Willow Johnson. Good pass from Janasia Moore, who's starting in Megan Courtney's place. As San Diego looks for their largest lead since it was 7-0, and they have it. Rebuilding their advantage to 6.
I think, Jake, right now, the biggest thing that this San Diego team is doing well is defensively. Shara Venegas does not have to cover everywhere, and she's getting so much help from whoever else is in the back row from this Mojo squad.
Yeah, great passing start for San Diego in this one, as Vander Weide sent back by Caitlin Horde. Willow Johnson tipping, and it's just kept up. Good cover there by Horde. Up the pipe, Temi slows it down for Kipp. Leon steers it over to Reagan Cooper, and Lindsay Vander Weide was there. Great get by Leon, and a marathon point belongs to the Mojo. Bastianelli, block number 2.
She's getting after it tonight early, Jake. In the same spot where she got her first one over there on that right side, getting shoulder to shoulder with Willow.
She leads the Mojo in matches despite playing in only about 2/3 of their matches this season. As Cooper gets a tough tool, siding out for the Fury.
Yeah, again, having as many blocks, like you said, leading the Mojo in this season, I think that has just been a big key for them when she has been able to be out there on the floor.
40 blocks now in her last 8 matches for the Mojo. And that's why she's earned this spot in the starting lineup here this evening.
Lindsay Vida able to get on the board here tonight. We've talked about her. She's had a very up and down season, but she's been trending up lately in her last 5, and that's why she's gotten this start in large part tonight.
Started well in their match on Sunday, Lindsay Vander Weyde. As Caitlin Horde, she played a heck of a match over the weekend as well. 9 kills on 45% swings.
Yeah, Caitlin has really been a safeguard for this Columbus team and a player that you really want to have for anybody this year.
That's a backline blast from Lindsay Vander Weyde, and you highlighted her strong start in this one. A quick 3 kills.
Boom. That's as simple as it gets. Nobody covering that back line. Lindsay with the precision.
5th-year pro out of Oregon. Gives San Diego another 7-point edge. That block stays in. Ronica Stone now up to 50 blocks this year. 2 top 5 blockers in the middle for the Mojo. Both showing out early.
Came pretty close too. Mojo, they got it locked up right now on that right side.
Willow Johnson's turn at the service line, and a shank pass from Cooper is steered back into play by Tori Stringer. Slide, Stone dug up by Valeria Leon. Great libero out of Ohio State. Back set, Stone, and that time she finds the floor.
Yeah, Angel used that timeout at 6-0. I wouldn't be surprised if he used another one right here if the Mojo are able to get up by 10.
Boy, for a team that has started a lot of matches slowly this season, this is about as well as we've seen the Mojo play in the first set, as Kendall Kipp goes high, flat for the kill. San Diego has lost 14 of their 21 opening sets this year, winning the first set only 1/3 of the time. But like we mentioned, they've come back from deficits plenty this season. They've actually won 5 times after losing the first set. Megan Barch-Hackley into the back row for Columbus. She was able to dodge that one, and a good choice from the Olympian. Horde back to serve. Columbus down 7. Ronica Stone has the slide working early.
And we've seen 2 different variations of it thus far as well. Just able to beat Janasia Moore to the spot.
More importantly, that flow in Tomcom's game, which Coach Anif Park said was hampered by the wrist this weekend, looks to be in form, and so is that. An answer from Raynell Jones, long distance connection with Tori Stringer.
Yeah, need to get Raynell involved. Again, when the Fury have been able to find her on the attack, they usually are able to find a lot of points.
5 kills, 3 blocks for the former Maryland star on Saturday. They'll need her in this rotation. And she did not give Willow Johnson anywhere to look for on that back row tap.
Well, Willow was trying to be really, really aggressive, pinpointing it there in the back corner, and just left it a little too wide.
This is a little bit of what Tori Stringer said about the Columbus Fury this season. It's been a roller coaster, some high highs and low lows. We're looking for a big run to get back in this set, and that overpass should have been punished. Stringer in transition, Kipp set back by Stone, and then incredibly bumped over. Temi Thomas Ilara took something off, and Janasia Moore pokes it through. That'll work. Scrappy point for Columbus. That should have ended earlier.
Yeah, obviously a point that Columbus, like you said, just won by with some grit, but again, just out of system that entire time. Columbus still trying to find their offense here early.
Taiba Hanif Park's team has been patient and persistent all season long. Said that 1-5 start really taught them how to lose well, how to fail faster in order to make some bigger gains later on. As a stoppage in play here, with Kendall Kipp getting some attention. from the Columbus training staff. Might have taken a fall there during that last scramble.
And I think it might be something with a contact injury. She's pointing up near her eye. Obviously not sure if Kendall wears contacts or not. And, well, now it looks like might be looking for something out there on the floor.
And perhaps just getting a little scrape cleaned up. Right on the beak of the Osprey here at Viejas Arena in San Diego.
Look at Angel Perez. Got on the Jordan 3s tonight out there cleaning up the Osprey. Tell you what, one of the best coaches here in the league this year. And takes a special guy to be able to have to deal with what Columbus has had to deal with, obviously, with this roster turnover, and still have them in the hunt. I think each franchise, each of the inaugural first 7 franchises, they absolutely nailed it with the head coaches they have at the helm this season. Angel, no different.
Meanwhile, do you think August Raskey has any fun down there on the bench?
Yes. She inspires me to dance, Jake. She hadn't quite got you to start dancing yet, but I think it's going to come soon. Maybe around the end of set 3 tonight, you might bust out a move for us.
I mean, that is just a nightly occurrence here in San Diego. Both you and August Raskey showing off the moves down there.
Absolutely. I tried to challenge her to a dance battle and I lost. To no surprise. So not going to challenge her to a dance battle anymore, but she definitely gets you going.
Raskey, a player that's had to really shine over the past week as Bastianelli and Morgan Lewis do a little do-si-do, but she waited all season for her chance. Only appeared in 9 sets over the first 2/3 of the season, and came in Saturday, set a brilliant match, 37 assists, and added a couple of key kills.
Yeah, again, she has been wonderful this year. Anytime she's been on the floor, and it's also good to see Kendall Kipp back out there, able to attend to her and able to get back out there. Obviously a little stoppage in play, but happy to see she's ready to go.
We'll see if August dances her way onto the floor at any point here tonight, as her setting counterpart, Tori Stringer, putting together a nice run here on serve. Back row, Willow rejected. Raynell Jones with her trademark celebration.
Oh, and Raynell can really get it going. Watch out. She's one of the most exciting players, I think, in the league. And again, the biggest thing Columbus has looked for her is consistency, but when she's on, she's on.
Always positive, Raynell Jones. She always watches her teammates' body language during a match. And if she sees something she doesn't like, well, she'll let them know. Lots to like there with Janasia Moore, the rookie out of Ohio State and Tennessee, starting tonight.
And Janasia, again, talking about being a rookie, she's went through some growing pains as well this season, but she's a part of that depth here for Columbus that has just kept on going.
Hitting less than 10% this season, but she's had her moments, Janasia Moore. Big part of that upset win over Atlanta for Columbus. Big reason why they're still even in the playoff chase, as Temi Thomas-Ailara, the leading attacker for San Diego, comes up with a patented seam secret. What a rookie season it's been for the Northwestern and Wisconsin standout. Willow off the D ball, dug by Stringer. Kipp gets the tool off of Bastianelli.
Yeah, they're going for Tori Stringer on a lot of these attacks right now. And I tell you what, it's interesting to see Leon get 2 assists thus far early on here in set number 1.
This is an 8-2 run by Columbus. And Venegas, incredible recovery there. Leon answers with the pancake, and Barge Hackley rolls one through. Temi winds up, Leon answers. Still a free ball though for San Diego. Venegas to Temi, and that block lands in. A difference maker on the right side, the rookie Kendall Kipp.
Wow. Look at that, Jake. I think that's the closest we've seen it this year.
As fans across America zoom in on their iPhone screens to see that Bolt 6 look again. No need to zoom in for that one. Thomas-Ailara into the yawning campfire.
And now this is the Columbus team we know in the first set, right? This is a team that they love to come out and strike early. Obviously, those first 10 to 20 points not ideal, but they've got it back within 3. They're within striking distance.
This first set growing in importance the closer it gets, and it just got cut to 2. Back row for Janasia Moore. And Stringer had to cover ground to get there.
Yeah, wonderful set by Tori.
17-15. It was once 14-5. Great up by Raynell Jones, but it sails into the stands to a sea of Mojo yellow.
Timmy continuing to get it done over there at the left pin.
Yeah, this good start is encouraging for Thomas Ilara. She's gotten off to some slow starts during their recent matches. Barge Hackley, high flat ball to the far corner, 18-16. Just 6 kills for Thomas Ilara on Sunday. Already 5 in the first set here tonight. Kip going right after Temi and serve receive. And that's a rare missed set by Tomcon.
And just barely missed out, a little bit more than obviously where Lindsay Vanderweide would have wanted it. And the Fury, man, they've had a furious middle run here in set number 1.
Hard to believe they can come back and tie it. They'll have to wait. Lindsay Vanderweide.
Yeah, just missed on that last hit. Didn't miss much at all right there. Some authority right now from the Mojo.
She's been sharing a starting spot down the stretch with Kendra Dalkey as an ace lands in. Temi Thomas Ilara. Check that Ali Bastianelli back there with the delivery. Had 3 of those in their last home win on Monday of a week ago. And there's another. San Diego did not have an ace all night in Grand Rapids on Sunday, but they've got 4 in this opening set against Columbus. And 4 points the difference right now between the Mojo and the Fury.
Omaha, Nebraska. Get ready for an electrifying weekend of pro volleyball action. The inaugural Pro Volleyball Federation Championship takes over CHI Health Center. The match for $1 million, May 15th and May 18th. Secure your ticket today.
Gear up with the official Pro Collection apparel today. Available exclusively at renathletics.com and provolleyballshop.com.
NCAA women's volleyball will never be the same. Students of the game will study this era for generations. But we're only getting started. Sign up for pre-sale, news, and more at ncaa.com/volleyball.
What a roller coaster first set this has been. San Diego has led wire to wire, but that lead has fluctuated from as many as 9 to as small as 2. Columbus over the 10-foot line with that back row attacking fault. And the Mojo can see the finish line now in set 1. A pair of aces by Ali Bastianelli before the break, forcing the timeout. And her run on serve extended to 4. And it ends there thanks to number 4, the experienced Michelle Barch-Hackley, a gold medalist in Tokyo.
Yeah, interesting to see her when she joined the roster this year. She actually delivered the game ball in the home opener for Columbus and now playing for the Fury, and again been a big help for Columbus.
That opening night experience must have left a great impression for the Collinsville, Illinois native. Was coaching with the Ohio State staff last season, so very prominent volleyball figure in the area.
And still is on the staff with the Buckeyes there as well, despite also playing with the Fury.
Here is August Raske. Saw her dancing on the sideline earlier. The Mojo have danced in celebration after each of their 4 aces in this set, and they just missed another one there. Morgan Lewis in as well.
Yeah, we've talked about the close calls here tonight. They don't get much closer than that one. Both 6 really being an ally here tonight.
That was the first service error of this match on either side. One of the leading servers for Columbus, Ivania Ortiz. Hard spinner right at Venegas. Lewis pushes it to the back row. D-ball, Kip. Kept up by Temi. In transition, Janasia Moore. Block touch from Stone. Tight set by Rasky, still found Lewis, and she'll find a set point.
Man, that was a really, really good connection right there. Thought there was no way August could keep it out of the net, and she sure did.
Lewis an opposite by trade, swinging there on the left side for San Diego. And Raynell Jones swats away the first of the 5 set points.
Again, that's what we continue to talk about with Raynell. When they give it to her at the net, she's really, really hard to stop. Tori Stringer, though, knows exactly when to go to her in the big moments.
Stringer's run of 5 points on serve made this first set more competitive. That after San Diego led by as many as 9. Great up by Leon, over to Kip. Lewis down to the floor, and Temi rolling one to Janasia Moore. Barge Hackley off the net cord and down.
Yeah, Temi and Shara kind of got some miscommunication, letting that one drop in between them. Good news is, though, for the Mojo, still got 3 more set points.
Barge Hackley 3 for 4 offensively here tonight. She has 4 kills all year coming in. Rasky over to Lewis. Kept up by Tori Stringer. Kip off high hands, covered by Jones, and another swing is down. 3 set points saved, 2 to go. And a timeout called by Taiba Hanif Park. Brett, how about the resolve of Columbus in this set? In a must-win match, you'd expect nothing less.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's a microcosm of what this Columbus team has done all year. They always seem to battle back, and no different here in the first set tonight. You know, they trailed 7-0, then they trailed, 14-5, and they came back from both of those. So again, trying to overcome that and potentially steal the first set here tonight, that can be a big momentum booster. But nonetheless, I think the Fury have taken some positives away, even if they still lose this first set.
Boy, like Taiba Hanif Park told us, though, this crowd in this city have wrapped their arms all the way around this San Diego team. Even on the weeknights, when the crowds have been a little smaller than the weekends, this crowd is engaged.
Yeah, and obviously this crowd's really, really good here tonight with their yellow Mojo jersey giveaways on. You see the navy blue, and we had that one a couple weeks ago. So again, it's just such a good crowd here tonight, even though it is a Tuesday night. Last home game of 2024 here for the Mojo.
The last 2 matches on the road for San Diego. They'll go to Orlando Thursday, and then Columbus on Saturday, 7 Eastern on both of those 2 starts. The Fury head to Omaha Thursday, but that doesn't matter in terms of playoffs unless they can beat San Diego here tonight. In this must-win match, the Mojo sprinted out ahead, 7-0 in this set. Valeria Papa in for passing purposes on the back line as Stringer serves it over. There is that Papa pass, and a Lewis swing dug by Leon. Over on 1 from Lewis. Free ball chance, and Kip. Great dig from the Oregon Duck. And Thomas Ilara slams it down. What a first set that was. And in the end, San Diego survives it. 25-22. They're 2 sets away from a playoff berth.
Omaha, Nebraska, where champions rise and dreams come alive. Get ready for an electrifying weekend of pro volleyball action. The inaugural Pro Volleyball Federation Championship takes over CHI Health Center. Witness the top 4 teams of Pro Volleyball Federation battle it out for eternal glory and $1 million bonus. The match for $1 million, May 15th and May 18th. Secure your ticket today.
Looking like a baddie, I show up and make them stop. Wanna know my name so badly, cause I run this whole block.
Gear up with the official Pro Collection apparel today. Available exclusively at realprovb.com and provolleyballshop.com.
NCAA women's volleyball will never be the same. Students of the game will study this era for generations. But we're only getting started. Sign up for pre-sale, news, and more at ncaa.com/volleyball.
And Willow Johnson, this is her home debut. Made her debut at Omaha Saturday, 9 kills on 33 swings. Willow Johnson rockets one off the left arm. How about that southpaw strike? A little bit reminiscent of Dad out there on the mound. Willow Johnson gives San Diego a look at 7 set points for the match. Willow Johnson gets it done.
There's so much pressure for young girls. You have to wear this. If you weren't with these people, you weren't at the cool party, you weren't in. And then that puts pressure on them, okay, I need to not be myself to make these girls like me.
Girl Talk is a national nonprofit organization that really helps all girls develop the confidence to lead. And we do that by having high school girls mentor middle school girls through the most formative years of their lives.
This is a safe place. If you feel you don't have confidence, we're gonna help you build that.
What makes me most proud to be a part of Girl Talk is what separates it from other organizations. We're doing unique work. We serve all girls. It doesn't matter what socioeconomic, cultural, religious background you're from, that the experience of a girl is universal.
This is a place where empowerment truly starts from within, and that's a beauty that lasts for a long time.
Join Girl Talk, you won't regret it.
One 0 San Diego after a back-and-forth opening set here at Viejas Arena. It is win and in for the San Diego Mojo, and they came out with their hair on fire to start this match tonight.
Yeah, they absolutely did. I mean, they forced Columbus to use a timeout after 6-0, and then again, like we said, led at 7-0 and led at 14-5. Columbus, though, able to close in and only lose that first set by 3. They have to feel good about the momentum that they have, but San Diego feeling good. After so many times this year they lost the first set, able to win it.
Well, the Mojo do win the first set. They are 5-2 here this season. Thomas Ilara gets kill number 7, and when Temi gets going, the Mojo are dangerous.
Yeah, they're a different team. I think they're one of the best in the whole league when she is on point, and she has been thus far tonight. Really the catalyst there in the late part of set number 1 for the Mojo.
Had 5 straight double-doubles at one point earlier this season. She's now gone 3 matches without one, but averages about 15 points per match. Had 27 in a big win over Columbus earlier this year. Caitlin Horde on the board, just 1 point in the opener for the second-year pro who led Nebraska and the entire nation in blocks a couple of seasons ago.
Yeah, again, like we mentioned her earlier, Caitlin, a really good role player on this team, and she's had to assume a larger role as other players have started to leave. So again, good to see her get involved early.
A Fury team that lost Asia O'Neal to the national team a few weeks ago. Playing tonight without Megan Courtney Lush, their team captain, one of their best passers in the back row. And they could use her to slow down Willow Johnson as she looks to make an impression in set 2.
And you know, Willow, she had a very quiet set 1, and when she's done that this year, again, no, she hadn't been with the Mojo alone, but she's made a very big impact in sets 2 through 4 this year.
Yeah, it tends to warm up a little bit as the match really gets going. Vander Weide steers that one down the line. Good passing, sets up Barch Hackley, who's blocked. Back to her. Stone slowed it down. Tomcon out to Lindsay. Another big block. Great point. Offense to defense by Tori Stringer.
Yeah, just a wonderful, wonderful point out of Tori. Something, a big impact that she's done a lot this year. Has been one of those setters who can get involved up front. And you mentioned Caitlin Hoard just moments ago. They combining for that block.
Stringer joined the team via mid-season trade. 2 first-rounders went back Atlanta's way. Tori from the San Jose area. Getting to play in San Diego 3 times this season. Has had some extended family in the house. And that's where Barch Hackley has been used a lot this season, back at the service line. But tonight, she's played in all 6 spots since coming in early in set 1. One of the options that Angel Perez has to replace Megan Courtney Lush. We'll see if that committee approach continues as the night goes on.
Well, you bring in one vet for another. I think when you have Michelle out there on the floor, both legends, in Michelle and Megan, and again, she's going to be the one to fill that void without Courtney Lush.
Barch Hackley, a 12-year pro. The rest of this Columbus lineup here tonight, they don't even combine for 12 years of pro experience. So that certainly counts for something. As the 4th-year pro in Vander Weide continues to excel out of system. That's what she brings to this San Diego squad.
Yeah, just such a lively personality, and that reflects in the way that she plays the game of volleyball there.
Reflects in what she wears, too. Did you see her T-shirt walking into the building today? As a buzzer sounds here, a net violation. Lindsay's shirt today, it just said, "I told ya," in big letters.
Well, what is it exactly telling us? I'll tell you what they're telling us. If the Mojo can win it here tonight, Lindsay did tell us.
I think there's a part of this San Diego team that wants to prove a lot of doubters wrong. A lot of people who wrote them off after that 1-5 start. They were late in forming their team after all, and they lost Willow Johnson right before the season started. Went to play a season in South Korea. But they have just proved a lot of naysayers wrong as the season has gone along. No dice on the D-ball for Kendall Kipp.
They didn't win a set until what, match 4, if I'm not mistaken? So again, this was a team that started out, a lot of people had them written off through the first 3 matches. And again, like you said, a 1-5 start. They have responded so well.
They had a lot of uncertainty for San Diego at the beginning of the year, a lot of frustration. Taiba Hanif Park said you could see both of those things, the frustration and the uncertainty in the way that they play. Looks nothing like the group that is 9-6 over their last 15. Stone, a long distance connection from Tomcon. Answered by Raynell Jones, and Thomas Ilara exits stage left to the rescue. Jones thumps it off the block again. Transition chance, and Vander Weide.
And I think the biggest thing, Jake, is that these ladies are able to be themselves. I think that is the biggest change in this squad. Talk about the uncertainty. Well, they're certain now. And you just see that energy, and that reflects in that last point, defense leading the transition offense.
Ever since that second homestand, the Mojo found their lineup. And with it, they found an identity. Scrappy defensive points, big blocks in the front, as Jones gets past the big block to side out for Columbus. But that's the way the Mojo have played. It's no coincidence that they average more digs per set over the last handful of matches than any team in the league. They do not give up on any points. Vander Weide, perfect pass. Thomas Ilara dug by Kendall Kipp. Check that, Tori Stringer in the back row. No digging that one. The slide just staple gun to perfection.
Yeah, they continue to go to it tonight. Nutsara must have told Veronica in between sets, hey, we're going to have a lot of those stone slides here tonight.
Veronica Stone has the highest hitting percentage in the Pro Volleyball Federation. .336 this season. Caitlin Horde on the other side of the net, not far behind, at 327 among qualifiers. Just a consistent force in the San Diego lineup. She also leads them in aces with 13. High float towards Janasia Moore, dealt with well. And a big swing by Jones, trampolines to Tomcon. Kip again. Pancake from Willow Johnson. Great exchange here. Overpass put down by Janasia Moore.
That was a very, very, very elite defensive possession from both sides right there. How about Janasia right now, though? Making her presence be felt out there on the floor, not wasting any opportunity.
Coming off that outstanding season at Tennessee, when she set a career high, nearly 400 kills. Nice tool for Barge Hackley. Columbus hanging around 8-7, but they have not led at any moment of this match tonight.
Gotten close a couple times. This is what, the third time that they brought it within one.
Moore on serve. Thomas Ilara blocked back. Jones and Kip, and that's the right side presence that Columbus felt they were missing earlier in the season.
Yeah, and obviously you're bringing a player like Kendall Kip, and you're going to have that.
Newport Beach native, and 2019 national champion at Stanford, and a spark plug for the Fury. Thomas Ilara missed on the cut shot, and there is that first lead of the night for Columbus.
Well, this Fury team, man, even though, again, still a team, still figuring things out, they have really started to click, and I think that showed there the way they battled in the face of adversity there in set number one, and now got the lead here in set number two.
Whistle here and a point for San Diego off the fourth contact. The Fury don't feel like they're a team that's lost 2 matches in a row. Going up against Omaha and Atlanta, they were happy with a lot of the things that they did on those particular nights. They won 3 matches in a row before that, just to stave off early elimination. At one point, the Fury lost 9 out of 10 matches, really struggling through the middle portion of the season. Not anymore. 10-9 now, Columbus in the lead. San Diego starting to leak some errors here at set 2. But Angel Perez just telling his team 1 set at a time, 1 point at a time. They know that their road to the playoffs includes more than just a win tonight.
And for Angel, the biggest thing that he's preached all year, it's not all about what the scoreboard says. It's not all about what the wins and the losses say. It's about how you continue to improve and get better, and that's obviously what the Fury is trying to do, is continue to try and win the small battles night in and night out.
He told us tonight he just doesn't want his team to leave the floor with any semblance of regret. Keep their focus, go after every ball, and hang around long enough to force some San Diego mistakes. Those mistakes starting to mount here in the second set for the Mojo. They had 1 attack error in the entire first set. Already a few of them here in set 2. Moore and Kip collide. They are out of the play. We'll see if they recover. Vander Weide tipping, blocked back by Horde. Back to her. Boy, what a great decision from Nutsara Tomcon, seeing the blockers cheat away.
It was. I mean, that was an excellent set to continue going back to Lindsay. See that in a Nutsara a lot. You can see, again, no matter what side it's on, a hitter for the Mojo this year get blocked once, twice, 3 times. Nutsara feels like they still have the shot. She's going to continue to go back to him and show faith in him.
Lindsay was actually blocked 4 times on Sunday. All 6 of her kills came in set 1. She was shut out on her final 16 swings. But Vander Weide knows how to compete and adjust, and she's shaking that off. 7 kills on 14 swings so far tonight for San Diego. Good pass there, and a swing. Almost made it. 8 for 15. She'll make good on the second try.
Now that you're starting to see these 2 teams eliminate the mistakes and playing some of their best volleyball that we see when they're playing at their best. This is what it looks like.
Leone to Stringer, and her center dump disrupted by Stone. Moore chases it down. Stone runs the slide and draws the defenders away from Vander Weyde. A little deception from the former Oregon Ducks.
Well, absolutely. When you ran the slide play 5 times tonight and this worked 4 of them, you're obviously going to draw the blockers a little bit closer to that middle and over to that left side. Great deception.
Vander Weyde with 8 kills. Thomas Ilara has 9 here for the Mojo. And Lindsay gets her 9th.
Lindsay Vander Weyde. Doesn't get much better than that when she gets going over there on that left side.
You know, the Turlock native here in Central California loves playing in front of this home crowd. This the Mojo final home match of their inaugural season. They can clinch a winning record at Viejas Arena with a win tonight. They are 6-5 here, but 6-3 in their last 9 here. Angel Perez's team just 2-8 away from Nationwide Arena. They have a tremendous home court advantage as well. This to tie the set. There it is. Janasia Moore has been patrolling the net for overpasses all night.
Man, she's been wonderful here tonight, playing at that outside hitter position. Listed at 6 foot even, but man, she can get up there and does so on the left side.
The DMV area product playing on the left here for Columbus. She has to wait on that set and misses the high hands. So it's San Diego out in front by 1. This second set feels very important in this one tonight. Last home match of the season for the San Diego Mojo, and they would like to turn this place into a party. A win tonight means that the Mojo secure the 4th and final playoff spot. Not necessarily the 4th seed, but the 4th playoff spot, with the semifinals taking place in Omaha 8 days from now. That's a Friday night. On May 15th at CHI Health Center. Don't quote me on the days of the week. I think I got mixed up there. We'll confirm that for you. Not the first or last time that'll happen. Same can be said for that slide, though. Like clockwork.
It is 8 days away. It is next Wednesday, to your point there, Mr. Herman. But again, like you said, continuing to go back to that slide play. And why not? It's working to perfection. Columbus not able to cover that in the middle.
Watch the side spin off of Stone's right arm there. Beating Kendall Kipp to that cross-court spot. Very tiny target there that Stone picked out. Another great start to this match for Veronica. 5 kills, 9 swings. Tomcom had to hatchet that one over, and it goes wide. Point Columbus.
Yeah, some of those first touches tonight have led both Rasky and Nutsara into the net a little bit and have had some tight sets, and that time it's led her a bit too far where she couldn't get it out of the net.
Stringer setting all night for Columbus. 16 assists, 6 digs for Tori, and a traffic jam between Vander Weide and Willow Johnson, tied at 16. Big moments here for a San Diego team that is, well, they've been persistent this year, but they've had this tendency of taking the scenic route to some of their victories. They would love to grab this match by the scruff of the neck here in the second set. Kip, nowhere to go. Stone and Temi had her in a straitjacket.
Yeah, again, maybe trying to find hands. Definitely not trying to find that tape right there.
Kip trying to find that rhythm. She found it for a small stretch in the opening set. Part of that due to the practices Kendall has missed as she soars and strikes there, 17 apiece. Kip has been very limited during her rest and recovery. Little pain in the back of that left knee. You see her with the extra layer of protection on that left knee tonight. Playing through some pain, but getting back on the practice court today. Thomas Ilara takes a creative choice to make it 18-17.
Yeah, got to get Timmy back going. Again, we mentioned it. She was the reason they won set one down the stretch. Was really playing well early on here in the second set. Got to continue to feed her up top.
How about the variety in her game tonight?
Yeah, again, she's taken a lot off, and at other times she has slammed it down the seam with a little bit of extra hot sauce on it.
Serve sails long. The Mojo did not have a service error in the opening set. That is their 4th of set number 2. Those hurt in tight sets like this. Notably, we haven't seen Reagan Cooper on the floor for large chunks of this match for Columbus. Changing their lineup around. It's been a slow start for their leading attacker, the rookie out of Kansas. Ortiz slams the serve wide, 19-18, as the errors leak from both sides of the net now.
Yeah, we saw Reagan for the majority, like you said, of that set number 1, Jake, and then haven't seen her at all here in the second set. So interesting to see. Obviously, Janasia Moore has played really, really well and is out there in her place.
Didn't see Cooper pick up any kind of attention from the training staff down there. Kip just missed on the cut shot, and the Mojo enter the red zone with a 2-point lead. The spinning serve of Temi Thomas Ilara. More of a float there, and it fooled Moore. Ace number 5 for the Mojo.
And the Mojo have it going on tonight at the line, Jake Herman. What a beautiful serve.
Timeout called by Angel Perez. The Fury need this set, but they trail by 3. And Willow Johnson, this is her home debut. Made her debut at Omaha Saturday, 9 kills on 33 swings. Willow Johnson rockets one off the left arm. How about that southpaw strike? A little bit reminiscent of Dad out there on the mound. Willow Johnson gives San Diego a look at 7 set points for the match. Willow Johnson gets it done.
Looking like a baddie, I show up and make them stop. Wanna know my name so badly, cause I run this whole block.
Gear up with the official Pro Collection apparel today. Available exclusively at realprovb.com and provolleyballshop.com.
It's Pro Time, Nebraska. The Omaha Supernova.
3 points in a row for San Diego, and they're 4 away from a commanding lead in this match. Barge Hackley scores from the left pin, having her finest match in a Fury uniform here tonight. Coming on in relief of Reagan Cooper.
Yeah, now you got some more relief out there with Perovich. Again, another big-time vet on the floor, Jake. I think Angel really knows that veteran presence is probably going to win out here tonight.
Can he find the right combination to steal set number 2? Good block touch there from Horde. That gives Perovich a swing. Dug by Temi. Right side, Lewis. The late set substitute, Morgan Lewis, a rookie out of Oregon.
Man, she has been so good when you get to 20 and after for the Mojo this season, and that just continues on. Taiba really tapped in to how well this team works and when to put them in and when to leave them on the sideline.
That relationship between Coach Hanif Park and Morgan Lewis, going back to Oregon, going back to the days where she zoomed in during the pandemic and talked to the Ducks, eventually became a part of that staff, worked with the great opposites, of course, Taiba, the great national team opposite in her own right, a legend at Long Beach State, as a block touch challenge turned in by Columbus. The first time we'll see Bolt 6 in this, the home finale for San Diego tonight. But what a job that Taiba has done with this team over the course of this season to build them to where they are today.
We talked about Angel. Obviously, he's done a wonderful job, but maybe nobody better this year than Taiba. Then turned around from a 1-5 start to a potential playoff team. I'd love to see what our saber metrics, if you will, for those baseball people out there and all the analytics would have told you percentage that the Mojo would have had to make the playoffs after that 1-5 start.
This does not look like anything close to a block touch. You might as well use the challenge if you're Angel Perez. He has one more remaining if the need arises down the stretch of set 2.
Also interested to note there, Jake, Rai Santos on the floor right now to serve for the Fury.
She's been on and off the floor this season, played a big part in the 5-set win for San Diego in Columbus. As Angel Perez will think about things a little further, or at least try and make Ali Bastianelli think for a moment before that last serve. Boy, the serve receive for Columbus. Angel Perez told us that it's kind of the bellwether for his team. They go as far as their serve receive allows them to at times, and tonight it just hasn't been where he would like it to be.
No, and I think early on, obviously teams knew to attack Reagan Cooper, and they started to move her around. She really worked on her serve receive, and well, we've seen other Fury players get attacked here tonight. So like you said, it's been very inconsistent. Some games have been really, really good, and others not as much for the Fury.
You just wonder if something is off with Cooper physically. She has been just dynamite for Columbus all season, but especially down the stretch. She's hit .478 or better in 3 of their last 4 matches. 17 kills Saturday, had one of her best passing matches of the season. So maybe something bothering her, preventing her from being out there here tonight.
It could be something, I'll play devil's advocate with you. It could be the case, Jake. It could be something where Angel just wanted her to sit out and get a little bit of rest there in set number 2, knowing he's going to need her after the break.
Cooper in set number 1, just 1 kill on 8 swings. She waits on the sideline while Santos sets Perovich, who tools Stone. Don't see that often as Columbus cuts it down to 3. Nicoleta Perovich, the 17th year pro from Montenegro. Her most recent stops in China and Italy. Now on the right side for the Fury. Lewis, stymied by Horde, gets another swing and converts. Tempo from Tomcom, the key to that point.
That's right, Jake. Great first touch there for Veronica, and then boom. Morgan Lewis on that right side, lethal.
This can put San Diego in a somewhat unfamiliar spot, up 2 sets to none. Can Willow Johnson deliver? Barge Hackley covers the Vander Weyde block. Moore slices through the seam.
We saw the Fury save a few set points there in the first one as well. So, again, we know they're able to fend them off.
Caitlin Horde back to the service line. Raynell Jones into the front row. And 3 more chances for the Mojo to stay out in front and win set 2. Venegas to the floor. Stone on a slide. Popped up by Perovich. Moore blocked back. And there it is. San Diego takes a late surge and wins set 2. Viejas Arena to its feet, taking in the sights and sounds of the home finale.
Omaha, Nebraska, where champions rise and dreams come alive. Get ready for an electrifying weekend of pro volleyball action. The inaugural Pro Volleyball Federation Championship takes over CHI Health Center. Witness the top 4 teams of Pro Volleyball Federation battle it out for eternal glory and $1 million bonus. The match for $1 million, May 15th and May 18th. Secure your ticket today.
Looking like a baddie, I show up and make them stop. Wanna know my name so badly, cause I run this whole block.
Gear up with the official Pro Collection apparel today. Available exclusively at realprovb.com and provolleyballshop.com.
NCAA women's volleyball will never be the same. Students of the game will study this era for generations. But we're only getting started. Sign up for pre-sale, news, and more at ncaa.com/volleyball.
And Willow Johnson, this is her home debut. Made her debut at Omaha Saturday, 9 kills on 33 swings. Willow Johnson rockets one off the left arm. How about that southpaw strike? A little bit reminiscent of Dad out there on the mound. Willow Johnson gives San Diego a look at 7 set points for the match. Willow Johnson gets it done.
There's so much pressure for young girls. You have to like wear this. If you weren't with these people, you weren't at the cool party. You weren't in. And then that puts pressure on them, like, okay, I need to like not be myself to make these girls like me.
Girl Talk is a national nonprofit organization that really helps all girls develop the confidence to lead. And we do that by having high school girls mentor middle school girls through the most formative years of their lives.
This is a safe place. If you feel you don't have confidence, we're gonna help you build that.
What makes me most proud to be a part of Girl Talk is what separates it from other organizations. We're doing unique work. We serve all girls. It doesn't matter what socioeconomic, cultural, religious background you're from, that the experience of a girl is universal.
This is a place where empowerment truly starts from within, and that's a beauty that lasts for a long time.
Join Girl Talk, you won't regret it.
Through 2 sets here in San Diego, the Aces, a big part of the story, 4 in the opener for San Diego, and then they overcame some errors to serve well late in set number 2, Brian.
Yeah, in San Diego, they just always seem to overcome, Jake, and finally doing what they haven't done all year, and really finding the complete part of starting the match well. Tonight, like you said, being able to overcome some mistakes there in set number 1, there in set number 2, really continuing to serve well, and I think for Columbus, it's a long hill to climb on the other side of this halftime. Not because anything they're doing wrong, but because San Diego, it seems like they really have everything dialed in tonight.
San Diego has been in this position only 1 time this season, up 2 sets to none, and they were able to take care of business on the road in Vegas last March. Columbus, well, they're fighting for their playoff lives. What are the first couple of things that they could focus on coming out of this intermission break?
I'd love to tell you that they got to find a way to slow down Timmy, but I just don't know how realistic that is, because it's not anything that they're doing wrong. I mean, maybe you get the block over there, but I mean, they've done that tonight. I just think you got to find a way to slow down Timmy Thomas-Ilara. Lindsay Vanderwide has been able to change up her shot tonight. You would like to say Keon on both of them, but Ronica's had it going on tonight as well. Willow has been really relatively quiet, for her at least, through the first 2 sets. But again, we know how she can be coming out of the halftime break. So for Columbus, I really think you just got to focus on your side of the court, which is what Angel preaches. And I think at the end of the day, it really just comes down to the fact of you got to get Reagan Cooper out there on the floor unless there's something ailing or keeping her off. If you got to get her out there on the floor and really get her going, and I think everything else will kind of follow.
Yeah, just 1 kill in this match for Reagan Cooper. She has nearly 300 of those this season. Temi Thomas-Ilara, her 8 kills, a big part of the story for San Diego. She's added 8 digs. Lindsay Vanderwide with 10 kills. That leads all hitters in this match tonight. The big blockers, Stone and Bastianelli, with 2 each for San Diego. Kendall Kipp, she's got 3 blocks to lead the Columbus Fury. San Diego, they're 1 set away from sealing up the 4th playoff spot. Columbus with a big mountain to climb, and we'll see if they can start doing that in the 3rd set next. Well, on Fan Appreciation Night, the final home match in the inaugural season of San Diego Mojo Volleyball. Brett, I think I just saw something in the crowd that makes me smile wider than anything I've seen this season. A sign that says Temi time. They're listening at home.
It's always tea time, especially when you get late in the matches. That's when you got to wind the clock up and just look right there down the scene, because that's where tea time's always going to show up. She showed up there late in set number 1, Jake, and again, it was just such a catalyst for this team. They're going to need her here in set 3 if they want to sweep and make the playoffs.
She showed up huge, not just in every match this season, but almost every practice, save for a couple of rests. According to Taiba Hanif Park, she shows up hungry for the game. She asks for feedback all the time from these veterans, and now she's learning to give that feedback right back. It has been a fun season to watch out of the rookie on the right pin, and you know Taiba Hanif Park is proud of her and the progress of this team on the doorstep of doing something special here in San Diego. One set away from reaching the Final Four. Tomcom starts on serve. Jenna Rosenthal sort of shanked that one off the fingertips, but she comes in off the bench. The middle blocker out of Marquette starts set 3 with a kill.
Yeah, you know, Jenna missed a large part to start the year because of injury, and again, still finding her way back in the rotation. Good to see her out there, and good to see her get the Fury on the board.
No Megan Courtney Lush tonight for Columbus, and we haven't seen Reagan Cooper since late in the first set. So a different lineup trying to get it done for the Fury as Willow Johnson misses wide. It's been a season full of streaks for Columbus. They won 4 in a row to move as high as second place back in March. They would then lose 9 of their next 10. A 3-game winning streak rescued their faint playoff hopes, which depend on a victory here tonight. They'll need a streak of 3 sets to reverse sweep this one and keep their playoff hopes afoot.
What about Temi getting it started here in set number 3 for the Mojo?
Barge Hackley on a top spinning tip, earns a down ball back. Stringer back to MBH, and it comes over on 2. Bastianelli has been working on that rapport with Nutsara Tomcom all season long.
Yeah, Allie got the first 3 points tonight, 2 of which being kills. So again, really, really good first touch. Then Nutsara didn't have far to go to get it back down.
Came over in a preseason trade for Magda Yelahasheva. Outstanding middle in her own right for the #1 seeded regular season champion Atlanta Vibe. Columbus 2-2 against Atlanta this year. They had a big win over Atlanta, which really resuscitated their season a couple of weeks ago. Kendall Kipp a big part in that one. Hasn't found it on serve yet here tonight. Her second error from back there.
Yeah, like you said during the halftime break, Jake, errors have really, really hurt the Fury. But I think the biggest thing for them is to continue to improve and to continue focus on what they need to do on their side of the net right now.
If there was ever a time for that 1-point approach, the Fury could use it here. A long battle back into this match, and Willow Johnson gets her first stuff block of the night. Mentioned her quiet start. If she can come alive, it could be curtains. Paradise Valley native, 18 kills on Saturday. Kipp, stuffed by Stone. Barge Hackley, off the fingertips of Willow Johnson.
Yeah, and Michelle continuing to keep trying to find hands, has gotten blocked a couple times. That time going high off of him and able to get a kill.
Problem solving well over the course of this match for Columbus. As Willow saw the libero Leon cheating in and pushed it over top for the point.
Yeah, not quite the Willow whams we're used to, but able to get Leon, like you said, trying to cheat up a little bit. Just such a smart shot.
Only her second kill on 13 swings tonight. 4 errors for Johnson. Vander Weyde leans back and delivers. Kip fires through the double block, smashing through Vander Weyde.
Kendall Kip, man, just such a powerful swing out of her. Look at this. From the 10-foot line, nonetheless, to get it through the two former Ducks.
Well, you see Columbus go to that set a whole lot as Stone has her slide dug by Stringer. And a roll shot falls for Kendall Kip, an unconventional way to finish another point.
Well, you see the power, and then you see the finesse from Miss Kendall Kip.
All the tools for the 6'5" right side out of Stanford. Great up there by Janasia Moore. Rolled through by Barch Hackley. In transition, Stone back on one, pushed through, and pinballed back over. Rosenthal, the third touch. Stone punches the slide to the floor, and San Diego makes good on the second chance.
Oh, just a wonderful job by Columbus. Able to defend the first couple of those, but Nutsara knew exactly what she wanted and went to it yet again. And, well, not going to be able to stop that too much longer for Ronica Stone.
Her 6th kill of the evening to go with 3 stuff blocks. One way or another, Stone will get hers over the course of a match. Thomas Ilara, no touch there, a little hesitation from our R1. San Diego quickly turns in a challenge, looking for a block touch.
Yeah, Ronica kind of put her arms up as if to say she didn't know. But obviously the sideline pretty confident in it.
Our officials have gotten more confident over the season, working with the technology that Bolt 6 provides as they adjudicate this ruling in Frisco. Usually they got quick answers, and looks like they've delivered again. No block touch. Unsuccessful challenge.
And Tori Stringer right there, just being a 5'11" and not 6 foot, all the difference.
So often San Diego tonight has gone after her at the pins. Columbus has some big blockers. The 6'3" Jones, the 6'4" Horde, both daughters of NBA players out there. That's one way to get around them on the flat angled shot from Temi. And now you add Jenna Rosenthal to the mix, Brett. She's 6'6", the tallest of them all.
Yeah, and Temi able to go right off of her hands right there. Just a wonderful shot, like you said.
Short serve gets Columbus out of system. How well has San Diego served tonight?
It's been unreal. And Janasia Moore, I mean, you can't get a better first touch than that. San Diego sometimes just got to tip your cap to your opponent. And at the line tonight, they've been unreal.
Bastianelli, a big block. That'll earn a down ball. Oh, and the Mojo hand it right back.
Yeah, I'd say that's probably the only detriment tonight for San Diego outside of your common errors. They've had a couple plays, it's been some miscommunication. They've let it fall to the floor.
Columbus donates the point back at the service line. 9-8 Mojo in set number 3, and Nutsara Tomcom. Well, you would never know. She's playing with a small fracture in her wrist, which she picked up 8 days ago. Scarcely played during the weekend series at Grand Rapids at the Mojo split with the Rise as Moore splits a seam, make that Kip 9-all. Just one of those wins, though, was important for San Diego because it means that any win over the Fury, be it tonight or be it in Columbus on Saturday, sends them to the playoffs. As Horde dunks over the overpass. A little sloppy here from San Diego after moving in front.
Yeah, Jake, they've had a couple overpasses tonight. It's really the first time I think Columbus has been really aggressive there at the net on the overpass. Want to continue to see that aggressive play out of the Fury.
Another overpass. That one comes off the platform of Temi Thomas Ilara. And a couple of breakdowns that we didn't see earlier in this match from the Mojo. Have the Fury on top, 11-9.
And a different service here from Jenna Rosenthal, perhaps going on.
Going right after Temi again. High off the block and down. Serious power from Temi at the pin.
Yeah, that Jenna Rosenthal serve really had him thrown off. Good first touch, though, on serve receive, and San Diego able to get right back to it.
One ace in this match so far for Temi, Thomas Ilara. She's got an ace now in 5 of her last 6 matches as a wet spot gets some attention. Not quite the mobsters that they have in Columbus, but our excellent crew at Viejas Arena right on the spot.
Man, those mobsters, a spectacle this season here at Nationwide Arena.
They should start a traveling tour. Venegas helicopters it into the air. Another dazzling dig by the Olympian. Thomas Ilara, perfect pass, and then Willow splits the block. That is an outstanding defensive point.
Second time tonight, Jake, where we have seen Temi make some kind of play and end up leading to the point for the Mojo.
That dig is her 10th of the night. Her first double-double in 4 matches. She's been a double-double machine this year for the Mojo as the short float does not trickle through. To borrow a phrase from Tim Brando, we'll call that the tape uncount. 12-11. Lots of tips and rolls off the left arm of Barch Hackley. Willow with a lot of power off of her southpaw strikes. Venegas, a great second ball option. But that one was read like a book. Caitlin Horde honing in.
Both teams starting to find the spurts of momentum. Who can really capitalize here, Jake, heading into this media timeout momentarily?
Nobody's gone on a big run yet in set 3, but Columbus wants one now. Stringer and Horde doing damage at the right pin. And Columbus has won 6 of the last 8 points. Make it 7 of 9. There's the run they've been looking for. And for the first time all night, the Fury have opened up a sizable lead in a set. Willow Johnson, this is her home debut. Made her debut at Omaha Saturday, 9 kills on 33 swings. Willow Johnson rockets one off the left arm. How about that southpaw strike? A little bit reminiscent of Dad out there on the mound. Willow Johnson gives San Diego a look at 7 set points for the match. Willow Johnson gets it done.
Looking like a baddie, I show up and make them stop. Wanna know my name so badly, cause I run this whole block.
Gear up with the official Pro Collection apparel today. Available exclusively at realprovb and provolleyballshop.com.
Kendall Kipp finding some rhythm out of the dressing room. 8 kills on 35 swings tonight, but much more efficient than that since set number 3 began.
Yeah, Jake, she has been unreal here, like you said, in the 3rd set. Really the biggest reason why the Fury are up 4 right now.
And without Reagan Cooper or Megan Courtney Lush in the mix for now, the latter of whom was declared unavailable tonight, working through some knee issues. They might lean on Kipp a whole lot down the stretch in this match. Meanwhile, the Mojo trying to stay balanced. That's a word that Taiba Hanif Park and her assistants, Dietrich Collins-Parker, Brendan Directo, they throw that word around all season long. Balance is key to everything the Mojo want to accomplish. Spreading out their offense this evening as another smartly placed shot hits the floor. Megan Barch-Hackley, the veteran.
Yeah, like you said, just a really precise shot there. Timmy had to chase it down, and Reagan Cooper back out there for the Fury.
So maybe the rookie getting some rest, maybe bothered by something physically. Has not played since late in the first set here tonight, now in at the left pin. Leon gives her a swing, and Venegas there for the dig. Van der Weide goes line and beats Kip to the punch.
Now here's going to be the interesting wrinkle I think we're going to see from the Mojo. Again, we mentioned it during the halftime break. Teams have went after Reagan Cooper all year at the service line. Could we see that trend continue?
That one might have headed her way if not for the tape. And Cooper, well, that's her game. Powerful swings, high flying jumps. There's a reason, Brett, that she is 5th in the league with now 299 kills.
Yeah, I think out of all the players that have made their debuts, their professional debuts here in the Pro Volleyball Federation this season, she's got to be almost at the top, if not the best rookie we've seen.
Ortiz going right after another rookie in Temi Thomas-Ilara. She comes back with a dig. Barch-Hackley, dug by Venegas. Big block belongs to Stringer and Rosenthal. And Stringer has had some springs in her shoes. Big block here in the third set.
Yeah, you're right, Jake. She has played very, very well at the net thus far here in set number 3.
A couple of stuff blocks to go with 23 assists, 9 digs for the former Louisville star center. Stone. Now she is just the reliable rock for the Mojo team.
And she's got their last 2 points. Got to continue to go to her. She need a lot more than that right now, being down by 4.
The franchise player comes up with a clutch side out for San Diego. And Cooper detonates for the 3rd time tonight. Kill number 300. And she has been magical against the Mojo. 40 kills over the first 2 matchups. They'll need her again here tonight. Rosenthal blocking it back and earning a down ball. Stringer picks out Kip. And another point for Columbus. From down 9-6 in this set, the Fury have ripped off an 11-5 run.
Yeah, obviously Angel Perez has found the rotation that I think he just was trying to find there in the first 2 sets. Well, you got the right players out there on the floor right now.
Back to Stone, old reliable on the slide. And Coach Anit Park, I love what she had to say about Stone before this match here tonight. She said that Ronica's got the respect of everyone in the organization, and that includes the front office and the back office staff. Everyone just gravitates towards number 7 in the blue and yellow. Got on a Zoom before the season with Coach Anit Park and the owner of the Mojo, Kerry Walsh-Jennings, who pulled out an old picture of the 2 of them from Ronica's youth and said, "You've been building towards this moment, to be the franchise player, to be a leader for the Mojo." And she's done that in every sense of the word this season. Off the floor now, out of rotation. But that won't be the last we'll hear from Ronica Stone here tonight. (21-16). Thomas-Ilara trims it to 5.
Yeah, going back and forth right now, Jake. I still think the Mojo, you got to feel like they got one more big run left in them here in the 3rd set.
San Diego winning the first 2 sets. 25-22 and 25-21. They did it with big runs in the middle portion of the sets, holding off Columbus late. If Columbus can finish this set strong, they'll find a foothold in this must-win match. A win for San Diego eliminates the Fury and seals up the final playoff spot.
Yeah, these two teams have traded the last 6 points back and forth, Jay. Nobody able to find a run right now, and well, that's obviously benefiting the Fury because they've been able to build this little cushion.
Going right after Cooper, but that pass, pinpoint, and Kip pinballs it off the block.
You mentioned it coming back from break. She has been wonderful here tonight, and she continues to do her thing, Miss Kendall Kip.
6 of her 11 kills coming in the third set. That, though, continues to be an issue. Her third service error of the evening. 23-18, and Bastianelli, fifth-year pro from Illinois. Played in France, Puerto Rico, even joined the coaching ranks at the University of Michigan before putting on the yellow jersey as Stringer pulls the ripcord on that point, and the Fury on the brink of taking set 3. Vanderweyden tipping.
And again, you talk about this all the time. When you make it to this point in the set, very, very slim chance that the team down by 5 is going to come back, continue to build, heading on to set 4.
And Reagan Cooper wraps up the third set. With their backs against the wall, the Fury find another gear. And might they turn this one into a match? 2-1, San Diego, here at Viejas Arena.
Omaha, Nebraska, where champions rise and dreams come alive. Get ready for an electrifying weekend of pro volleyball action. The inaugural Pro Volleyball Federation Championship takes over CHI Health Center. Witness the top 4 teams of Pro Volleyball Federation battle it out for eternal glory and $1 million bonus. The match for $1 million, May 15th and May 18th. Secure your ticket today.
Looking like a baddie, I show up and make them stop. Wanna know my name so badly, cause I run this whole block.
Gear up with the official Pro Collection apparel today. Available exclusively at realprovb and provolleyballshop.com.
NCAA women's volleyball will never be the same. Students of the game will study this era for generations. But we're only getting started. Sign up for pre-sale, news, and more at ncaa.com/volleyball.
And Willow Johnson, this is her home debut. Made her debut at Omaha Saturday, 9 kills on 33 swings. Willow Johnson rockets one off the left arm. How about that southpaw strike? A little bit reminiscent of Dad out there on the mound. Willow Johnson gives San Diego a look at 7 set points for the match. Willow Johnson gets it done.
There's so much pressure for young girls. You have to wear this. If you weren't with these people, you weren't at the cool party. You weren't in. And then that puts pressure on them, okay, I need to not be myself to make these girls like me.
Girl Talk is a national nonprofit organization that really helps all girls develop the confidence to lead. And we do that by having high school girls mentor middle school girls through the most formative years of their lives.
This is a safe place. If you feel you don't have confidence, we're gonna help you build that.
What makes me most proud to be a part of Girl Talk is what separates it from other organizations. We're doing unique work. We serve all girls. It doesn't matter what socioeconomic, cultural, religious background you're from, that the experience of a girl is universal.
This is a place where empowerment truly starts from within, and that's a beauty that lasts for a long time.
Join Girl Talk, you won't regret it.
Alongside Brett Loftus and all the talented men and women in our technical crew, Jake Herman back with you here in San Diego. Brett, we said Columbus needed a response. I just checked the stats. They hit 44% in set number 3, an incredible response out of the locker room for Angel Perez's team. They'll have to keep that going as a win tonight for San Diego puts them in the playoffs and eliminates the Fury. So a lot to play for in set 4 tonight.
I think the biggest thing Columbus did was what we said at the break. They focused on what they needed to do well, and they put Reagan Cooper back in the ball game, and those two things alone won them set 4. Now, how do the Mojo adjust to both of those here in the 4th set?
The block carries a little long there. Morgan Lewis was in the right spot for that Barch Hackley swing. But she's been one of the stories of the match here tonight. Came into this one with 4 kills all season. She's got 7. Playing much more thanks to the absence of Megan Courtney Lush nursing a knee injury. She'll be day-to-day going forward for the Fury. Bastianelli as confused as we are because the Bolt 6 look we just saw showed the serve in. This might be the correct replay.
Well, I think what happened is Bolt 6 picked up a new ball being thrown in to Allie Bastianelli, and that's where it said it was in. Obviously, they showed the point where the serve was, and obviously it was out.
So there's such thing as technology being too accurate.
There you go.
Bastianelli says, "There's no way your serve landed in." A little banter across the net. Familiar foes at this point, the Mojo and the Fury, meeting for the 3rd time this season. And plenty of Big Ten foes staring back at Bastianelli, the University of Illinois, all-time block leader. Stringer jousts it over. Lewis still gets a swing out of it. Kip flying into the picture and down with the kill.
Hadn't been a whole lot of finesse in her game tonight, Jake. We've seen probably two swings she's taken where she's taking a little something off. The majority of what we've seen out of her tonight have been those very powerful swings.
Hasn't looked line as much tonight. Mojo have been taking that away from Kip. But she's found some seams, and Morgan Lewis busts open a seam right there for a kill off the right side swing.
Well, we talk about how Taiba's been putting her in late in the sets. Well, start set 4, Morgan, and let's see what we can do.
5-year career as an Oregon Duck, included a brief stint on the beach. Somehow kept alive by Temme. Shoveled over by Nutsara. Cooper. Powerful strike. And she's feeling her way into this match now.
Right now, Reagan is either going right down the seam or, unfortunately, targeting Timmy Thomas-Ilara when she's there on that back row.
Was slowed down late by Omaha on Saturday. Looking to problem solve here tonight. A lot of time in the film room for Reagan after that match. Coach Perez hoping she can integrate some more variety into the game. It doesn't have to be all power all the time. Of course, Lindsay Vander Weyden, that's what she excels at. So good at redlining her game to play right on the edge. Cooper. That'll work.
Yeah, well, it doesn't matter if it's Timmy or whoever's back there. Reagan has just found her shot right now, just past that 10-foot line.
Long college career for Cooper. Seems she got better every year. That growth has continued in Columbus, becoming a 6-rotation player. Cut shot. Temi answers. And the hitting percentage is on the rise for both teams.
Yeah, having to go for the bump set that time was Nutsara. And she was just as excited to see that shot as we were from Temi.
Rosenthal, middle attack.
You know, this is the juncture in the match. We've seen this a lot here in the Pro Volleyball Federation this season, where offenses really start to come to play. Now, I don't know if that's because you're seeing tired legs on the defensive side, or offenses just really start to nail in their shots.
Not a lot of secrets anymore when you get late in a match, especially with these two teams who played a couple of marathon matches a month ago. San Diego winning in 4 and 5 sets, coming back from deficits in both. Thomas Ilara, boy, she is hungry right now. You can see it in her look. Hunting those swings. And Kip with the patience to hang in the air. That fooled Thomas Ilara there.
Well, this is going back to the end of set 3, Jake. These two teams just cannot go on a run. Both teams just continue to trade points back and forth. The last run we've seen was really out of the fury when Jenna Rosenthal was at the line there midway through set number 3.
Wow. This is what a game with playoff stakes should look like.
Yeah, this is unreal. Again, nobody can stop anybody from absolutely painting the scene right now.
67% for both teams, hitting-wise, to start set 4. This point will take a divot out of that. Kip rolled through to Tomcon, didn't get a whole lot on it. Lewis stings one off the high hands. Stringer, beautiful set to Kip.
I mean, it's just terminate after terminate after terminate right now. And that's how good it's been. Kendall Kip just barely getting it there on the white.
I thought you were going to start naming all the Terminator movies. We'd be here a while. That one, not terminated. Barch Hackley sent back. But a tumbling Valeria Leon lofted it over. Bastianelli just dunks it in over Leon's high hands. Great effort, though, by the Ohio State Buckeye.
Now, here's the thing. This is the tempo that San Diego wants to play at, Jake. So if it's sustainable for either side, this is play that is sustainable for the Mojo to continue playing this fast.
They are such a high-tempo offense with Tomcom in there. Finds Temi, and that 10-foot attack goes 10 feet long. Angel Perez, well, he stands maybe 10 centimeters from the sideline, very involved. Passionate head coaches in this matchup. Vanderweide off the tape and on the line.
I love watching Angel because he's been frustrated after every single point, no matter the outcome here in set 4. Taiba just kind of staying at bay over there.
So stoic over there, isn't she? Taiba Hanif Park, so much experience, having played in 3 Olympics. Hasn't used a timeout in a long time tonight. I don't think she burned one until late in set 3, and that's the only one she's had to use. That's a testament to the togetherness of her team. She says that they've figured out ways to diagnose what's happening in the moment. Stone has been the antidote to San Diego's struggles here offensively. Few and far between. She runs another route and hammers it down.
Nobody can stop whoever's swinging right now. This is unreal, Jim. I mean, if you like offense, you like set 4 right here.
A shootout in San Diego tonight. Cooper. Boy, that's an approach you can watch on repeat.
Yeah, I mean, again, we didn't see her for the majority or all of set two, majority of set one, and then she come back there about halfway through the third set, and she's been money here for the Fury.
The lines are taking a beating from all the outsides here tonight. No line necessary there. Just a missile from Morgan Lewis.
Man, this is fun, right? When you know when a big-time hitter like Morgan Lewis swings, nobody's going to be able to stop.
Haven't seen that look a ton this season. Lewis right up the pipe on that 10-foot attack. Kip slowed down by Bastianelli. Stone out of system set to her teammate at Oregon, Morgan Lewis.
Well, finally able to find some hands, but it sails wide there for the Fury.
Able to tool Kendall. Kip, the Mojo, lead by 2. Perfect pass, Leon. And Kip converts.
You knew we couldn't go too long with a side out, right? After we traded back and forth there for so long, a run of 2 seemed like an eternity run there for the Mojo.
Transition offense for the Fury. They have made the adjustments here in this match. We saw a little bit of their transition struggles against Omaha Saturday and a little bit of that early tonight. But like you said, both teams dialed in. Nobody can slow down the other. And quickly, it's 13-11 thanks to all these short points in set 4.
Yeah, I think that media timeout as we continue to approach it is going to be a monumental one for both sides.
Tomcom going right after Cooper. Kip, stuffed by Temi Thomas-Ilara. Barge Hackley off the block, just off the edge of Ali Bastianelli's left hand. Another smart play, a little Illini on Illini crime there. Of course, Barge Hackley playing there years before Alice and Bastianelli. And while Bastianelli was overseas, starting her pro career in France, Barge Hackley was winning gold and being named MVP of the Nations League. Best outside in the 2020 Olympic Games, sharing that honor with Jordan Larson. And how the game has exploded here in the U.S. even since then. Lewis, dug by the Olympian Barge Hackley, who is stuffed in transition. She got greedy there.
Allie's been greedy all night tonight, though, at the net. Continuing to eat on those blocks. And she's letting it be known, too. She's showing some kind of energy right now.
You know, that felt good for the all-time block leader of Illinois. A stuff block on one of the greats in not just Illinois volleyball, but USA volleyball. Taiba Hanif Park is like us, just wanting a sip of water in this fast-paced, high-powered 4th set. No touch there, and whoever wins this point carries a lead into the media timeout. For the Fury have not lost their spirit. Jenna Rosenthal, a big impact substitution. Cooper, a big impact since getting back into the match. And they are hanging tough here in San Diego. Can the Mojo punch that playoff ticket? Columbus standing in their way. Well, the groundswell rising to its feet here in San Diego. The Mojo fans, who Taiba Hanif Park praised several times this season, but in particular, she praised their passion. She says every Mojo fan she's met has become a forever fan. And they're not just here to watch volleyball, they're here to see the Mojo win. They'd like to see the playoff clinching win here tonight. 16-14 San Diego as Horde can't find the line. Bastianelli with the dig, and now Tomcom racing over towards Angel Perez to try and keep the point alive.
Hey, what about Nutsara showing some kind of effort trying to chase that one down?
10 digs in this one for the Thai national team legend. She averages 18 digs, Brett, in San Diego's 10 wins this year. She's played in 9 of those. Lindsay Vander Weyden earning her way into the starting lineup throughout the season after coming over via trade from Omaha. Having one of her finest matches in a Mojo uniform when the stakes are at their highest. 14 kills for Vander Weyden. August Rasky into the match and back on serve. She had 2 aces from here on Saturday. Tomcom getting a little rest after that defensive scramble. Cooper is done. Vander Weyden is slowed down. Kip, just long.
What about this right now? Mars Villegas actually come out of the timeout on the floor out there as well, along with Venegas. So you pretty much have 2 liberos in the ball game. Very interesting there from Taiba.
And they are closing in. We mentioned the 2 aces Saturday for August Rasky. This one, San Diego's first since early in the second set. Forces Angel Perez to call a timeout. We'll take it with him, with the Fury on the ropes.
There's so much pressure for young girls. You have to wear this. If you weren't with these people, you weren't at the cool party. You weren't in. And then that puts pressure on them, okay, I need to not be myself to make these girls like me.
Girl Talk is a national nonprofit organization that really helps all girls develop the confidence to lead. And we do that by having high school girls mentor middle school girls through the most formative years of their lives.
This is a safe place. If you feel you don't have confidence, we're gonna help you build that.
What makes me most proud to be a part of Girl Talk is what separates it from other organizations. We're doing unique work. We serve all girls. It doesn't matter what socioeconomic, cultural, religious background you're from, that the experience of a girl is universal.
This is a place where empowerment truly starts from within, and that's a beauty that lasts for a long time.
Join Girl Talk, you won't regret it.
So the timeout works for Angel Perez and icing the serve of Rasky. They'll bring in their own serving specialist in Ivania Ortiz. Leon handled that delivery well.
Yeah, and again, finding Caitlin Horde, we talked about her, a player that can really come up in the clutch moments as well for Columbus.
The season on the line for the Fury. And Ortiz, a bullet serve. Stone, slide done. Rasky picks out Vander Weyden. Ortiz there again. Cooper, high hands, kept up. And San Diego is 5 points away from doing something that a lot of people around the Pro Volleyball Federation might have thought would be very improbable, maybe even impossible, from a 1-5 start to the season. They can make the playoffs with a win here tonight. seam-seeking shot from Reagan Cooper. She's kept Columbus in this set. That, her 8th kill of set 4. Stringer on serve. Rasky over to Thomas Ilara, sent back. Temi again, blunted by Jenna Rosenthal. A little miscommunication, down ball from Kip. Big block by Rosenthal, covered by Venegas. Leon lunges to the rescue. Kip slams it into Temi. Cooper kept alive by Rasky. Thomas Ilara off of Leon. Set your watches. It's Temi time.
Look at this. Great first touchdown from Rasky. And then Char Venegas, one of the best setting liberos in the league, able to find Temi for T-time.
Her 5th assist of the night, 65 this season for the Olympian. Out of system swing by Willow, slowed down by Barch Hackley. And a roll shot. Another tool in the bag of tricks for Kendall Kip.
Yeah, right now, Taiba has to be coaching him from the sideline, just saying, hey, we're up by 3. It's okay if we have a little back and forth action right now.
Neither team has been on a big run here in set 4. August Rasky in at setter for San Diego. Sparked this 3-point lead with her serving. Now she's setting. Temi Thomas Ilara. Dug by Leon. Cooper flies in from the back row, and that is clutch.
Well, you think you can isolate Reagan Cooper when she's attacking from that 10-foot line. She's just as good as she's attacking from the left side.
Some resolve here all night long from the Fury, who began this match all out of sorts. They've got work to do now with San Diego 3 points up and 3 points away.
Yeah, well, you see who's coming back into the ball game. Nutsara Tomcom trying to finish out what she started.
One of the franchise players for San Diego, along with Veronica Stone, has been the glue that's held this team together in practice with her humor, her wit, her wisdom, making all these hitters around her so much better as a result. She pushes it out to Temi, who slams it off the side of the block. Her 18th kill. And that will force the final timeout to be spent by Angel Perez. The defense stepping up on that point.
A very interesting shot selection. Going right after the hands. Tori Stringer knowing she had to go after it. Well, Jake, it's exactly what the Mojo wanted. In their home building, 2 points away from clinching a playoff spot to be in the inaugural Pro Volleyball Federation $1 million Final Four. Truly, this is where else would you rather be right now for the San Diego Mojo.
If it sounds a little storybook-like, a little too good to be true, Taiba Hanif Park doesn't care. She says this is the perfect story in her mind for her team in the inaugural season, because they started off this season nowhere close to where they knew they could be and where they wanted to be. But she said that the one thing that her team did that was consistent, they improved every time that they stepped on the floor this year. That's what she wants young fans to see. You take the care, you take the time to improve each and every night, and good things will come your way. Rosenthal finds an angle between Lewis and Tomcom. 23-20. Columbus in need of a victory tonight to keep their faint playoff hopes alive.
And this Columbus team, they're not going to go away easily, Joe.
A lot of people around the league also left Columbus for dead. Back when they were 5-11, staring down a trip to Atlanta. They won that match and the two after that to make this one count. One more point as Thomas Ilara racks up her 19th kill.
T-time.
Thomas Ilara floats it over. Hard, powerful swing from the middle. But 3 more chances for the Mojo to accomplish the goal that they all set out when they formed late last fall. Not a single San Diego fan left in their seats. Everybody standing. Down it goes. The final playoff spot belongs to San Diego. And from the depths of a 1-5 start, they have turned things around and will be packing their bags for Omaha next week.
There you say magic. The magic of the Mojo here in 2024. I think this is movie-like, book-like, anything you want to say. Almost seems fictional what they've had this year, Jake. And I'm so happy we've been able to be a part of it. And, well, they obviously are going to finish out the regular season here with still 3 more games left. But then, Mr. Herman, this team that started out 1-5, didn't want to sit in their first 3 matches, is going to have a chance to play for $1 million next week.
They have proved their doubters wrong at every step of the way. And now they'll be playing for seeding on Thursday at Orlando, and then on Saturday at Columbus. The Fury eliminated from playoff contention tonight, despite fighting hard in a 4-set defeat.
Yeah, obviously, like you said there, again, a really good season for them, something to move on, or to build on moving forward, and then their final 2 games of the year as well. Not all is lost here for the Fury.
This is where we leave you, from Viejas Arena in San Diego, where the fans made themselves heard all night and all season. The Mojo get it done in front of their fans here in San Diego tonight, making this ticket-punching point that little bit more special. San Diego will join Grand Rapids, Omaha, and Atlanta in the quest for $1 million next week at the CHI Health Center. And it means so much to these players, as you can tell. Brett, it's meant so much to be a part of this with you and our entire technical crew. We want to thank each and every fan from around the country and around the world who joined us for our coverage of San Diego Mojo Volleyball in its inaugural season. On behalf of all the front office coaches, players, and men and women in our technical crew, for Brett Loftus, I'm Jake Herman, bidding you adieu from Viejas Arena here tonight.